Okay, hi guys. So I'm assuming that you've already seen my video on Python functions, or you already know a little bit about Python. So today we're going to be going over the lambda function. Basically what lambda is it's an anonymous function or a nameless function. And basically what it means is it can take any number of arguments, but it can only have one expression. So these are used when I guess you wouldn't use a function. So I'm just gonna start off with writing what the syntax for one of these would be. So you'd say lambda, that's supposed to be arguments. Lambda arguments, and then whatever your expression is. And I probably should comment this out because Python is angry at me. Okay. So how I can use this is, let's say we want to create a lambda function that adds 10 to the number that's passed in as an argument. So we're going to assign this to x, and we're going to say x is equal to this keyword lambda a, which will be our arg, and then our expression a plus 10. Okay. And then let's say we want to give, or we're going to pass a value to this. We want to say print x and then 5. So what we're doing is this x is now equal to 5. So let's run this. And it returns 15 because what we're doing is we're adding 5 plus 10. Now, what we can also do is say print x, and now let's give it 6. And that should give us, correct, that gives us 16. Now, lambda functions can take any number of arguments. So let's do one that maybe adds 2 arguments together. Okay, so we're going to name this y. And we're going to say y is equal to our keyword lambda again, and we'll say a comma b because we want it to take 2 arguments, and then we'll say a plus b. And then let's say we want to this time add 5 and 6. Well, we say print, we're just going to call this, and we'll do 5 and then 6. And so what this should do is add 5 and 6. Okay, cool. It gave us 11. And so we'll just try calling this again, only we'll give it different numbers. How about we give it 4 and 6? Okay, so we'll give it 4 and 6, run again, 10. Perfect. Okay, so you're probably thinking, all of these things I could have actually done with regular functions. Why should I use a lambda function? Well, lambda is mostly used when you want to use an anonymous function or a nameless function inside of another function. So let's say you have a function definition that takes one argument, and that argument will be multiplied with an unknown number. So that sounds kind of confusing, but let's start with creating a function that does that. So why don't we call it def my function, or we'll just call it that. We'll have it take n for number, and then we'll return lambda a times n. Okay, so what we can do is I'm going to assign something called double equal to, we'll give it my function and 2, and then what we can do again with these values is print what did I name this? Print double, and then we'll give it 11. Okay, cool. And it gives us 22, because what it's doing, it is assigning 2 to this my function value, and then it's printing double, or it's passing 2 into the myFunction, and then it's assigning that function to the double Command Z, to the double variable. Okay? And then what I'm doing is I'm printing double times 11. So what that is doing is it is multiplying 2 times 11. Cool. Okay. So what we can also do from this function right here is, let's say we want to triple our number. Okay, cool. Well, we don't even need to define another function for that. We can just say triple equals, and we'll just give it 3 this time. So instead of saying double 11, we'll print triple 3, because what this is doing is it's multiplying. Oh, this should be 11. My bad. Or it's still doubling or tripling. And then what this is doing is it's multiplying 11 times 3. So hopefully you're starting to see why we would use lambda, because this right here is saving us from writing a bunch of different functions. So hopefully you can see why that's helpful. So basically, we want to use a lambda function when a nameless function is required for a short period of time. And by nameless functions, we mean functions that can take whatever, like an argument that has an unknown number, like these right here. We don't know what the value of a is, and we don't know what the value of n is. That's why down here we are assigning things to those values. Okay, so that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other things you want to go over, just leave it in the comments, like map or abstractions, or I think in my next video is going to be on object-oriented programming. So anyway, thanks for watching.